Hello YouTube, this is MT Shark 7 here, and this is Shit Chat number 2. And as some of you, I guess all of you know, I'm on travel this week for work, and I'm in the comfort of my hotel room right now. I made it down safely. I ended up driving down this week. I was going to do the video on Sunday when I got here, but I was just so tired, and I figured I'd wait till later during the week. Maybe I'll have more shit to talk about. So there's that. But yeah, the drive wasn't that bad. Before I leaving, my coworker was telling me about like a flea market, like some farmer's market, like that was around on Route 13, like halfway down here. And he's like, yeah, you should definitely check it out, because I tell him, like, I go to like thrift stores and everything to like collect video games, and he's like, yeah, there should be a video game store there. So he was researching it because he didn't remember the name of it, and we finally found it online, and sure enough, they did have a video game store. So Sunday when I went down, that was the first and only stop I hit up, which was good because right at that time I had to pee like crazy from driving 2.5 hours. And my legs were like stiff as a board. I was like, man, I gotta get out of this car. I need to like walk around. So after I did my business, I went and tried to find that video game store. So I went on the other opposite side of the mart, and I found like this guy. He had like a booth in the center of all these video games, and they were like really overpriced, and I wasn't exactly sure like if that was the actual store that they like advertised online. So I went further down, all the way down. I was like, maybe it's another store further down, and sure enough there wasn't. So obviously that was the store they were talking about online. So I went there, and as I was looking around for the games, I'm not going to mention what they are because that'll be in my next game hunting video, which I think I'm going to do on Thursday. Since it'll be my last night here, I'll do that Thursday. And yeah, so I was looking around, and his prices were outrageous. He had like $10 to $15 for common fucking games. And at first he came off like some grouchy like old guy. I was like, oh great, here we go. He's not gonna lower the price. Oh, excuse me. And so I was like, you know what, let me take a chance. So I told him some of the games I wanted, and I asked him, because this is what you gotta do when you're searching and buying video games out in the wild. If you know that a person is overpricing video games, like I say in the nice way, this is what I say, I'm like, is there any way you can do a bundle deal for these games? That's like the nice way. Because I don't want to act like a total tool bag and be like, yo, your shit's fucking overpriced, lower that shit. Like, nah, because they won't. At that attitude, I'm sure they won't lower anything. They'll probably tell you to fuck off or something. So he was like, yeah, he was nice. He was like, yeah, sure, I can work out a deal and lower the prices for you. Which that right there told me that he knew his shit was way overpriced, like over the top. It's probably like super high eBay prices or some, I don't know where he gets his fucking prices at. Overpriced.com or something, I don't know. So I had 3 games, and I think it came like $35.39. So I handed him my credit card. He's like, oh, well, I don't take credit cards. I'm like, you don't take credit cards? He's like, no. He's like, but there's an ATM around the corner. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I ain't gonna use no fucking ATM, because last time I did that, I got feed out the ass. That was like a fucking $10 fee. So that's gonna add to the overpricedness of your fucking games? Get out of here. So I decided, I took off the higher price game, and so I had the 2. I was like, well, how about I take this off, and how much for the other 2? He's like, I can do $25, and I knew I had a $20 bill on me. So I was like, can you lower it to 20? He's like, yeah, sure. So there again, he knew his shit was overpriced because he was more than willing to lower the price without any argument. So I'm going to get my wallet out, and I forgot I had a couple ones in there, which didn't equal 25. I think I had $23. I don't even know. So I'm like hiding the ones, like shoving the ones down, trying to like sneak out this 20 so he doesn't like see like, hey, what the fuck's this guy trying to pull here? He says he only has 20. I see a bunch of other money ones in there or something. So he was fine, happy, and I went on my way and drove the rest of the way down here. And the drive was really nice. There was no traffic at all. It was just a straight run. And there was a bunch of thrift stores along the way, which I was going to hit up, but then I noticed they were like abandoned, and stupid me, I was like, oh, well, it's Sunday, they're probably closed, so I'm pretty sure that's the reason they were closed. So I was thinking, maybe on the way back I'll hit them up. So I got to my hotel room on Sunday, and, well, I decided to, usually, like, the first time I arrive in the hotel, like, I gotta get settled first, and then I usually go, grocery shopping. I just get little shit. I don't get, like, meals or anything. I just get snacks, the shit that I can eat in the hotel room, soda, breakfast, energy drinks for the morning. So, I went here, as you may or not know, you may be having a little deja vu from watching Game Hunting #1. You realize, hey, this guy looks familiar. Yes, I stayed at the same hotel room I stayed at last month. But the funny thing is, before I get into my whole Food Lion story, they actually gave me the room after the room I had before. So, last month I was in room 322. This week, I'm in room 323. And then, like, what is the odds of that being the next room over? Like, the next one. And the same floor. There's 3 floors. They didn't put me on the second floor. That's kind of silly. That, like, never happens. Kind of weird. I guess, next time I come down here, I'll get 324. So yeah, so I like getting all tongue twisted here. Usually, I have used my Google Maps. I like to save locations that I'll like frequent next time I go on travel. So it's like convenient. I know where I'm going, and I'm be familiar with the area. That's why I like staying at the same hotel, because I'm familiar with the area. I know where I'm going. I don't have to rememorize where the hell I'm going. So hopefully, if I go travel more often, then I really won't need my GPS. I'm like, oh yeah, I know where I'm going. I don't need the GPS, I'll be comfortable with driving around here. And so I had the Food Lion from last month saved on my phone. So I looked it up when I'm in the hotel room here. So it was 5 minutes away. I'm like, all right, I'll go down, get my food shopping done. I hate food shopping. I spend so much money on food. It's unbearable. Like, third world countries would be like, oh my God, I should be ashamed of myself. But anyway, so then I get to my car, I put it in again. It says it's 15 minutes away. I'm like, wait a minute. It just said it was 5 minutes away. So I cleared it out. Maybe Google got confused, which could most likely happen. So I retype it in, and here it still says 15 minutes. I'm like, all right, whatever. Fuck it. 15 minutes away. I really didn't want to drive 15 minutes away from my 6-hour drive getting here. I was coming from Jersey, and now I'm in Virginia. So, the GPS takes me on this whole rigmarole going down the pike and all this turnpike and all this crazy nonsense. So, I finally get close to my destination and it's past the light on the right. I was like, alright, good. I go past the light, nothing's there. There's no Food Lion. I'm like, where the fuck is the Food Lion? I'm like, did it get abducted by aliens? Did they just steal it? Like, did it move miraculously within a month? And I did it again. I was like, there has to be some mistake. So I looped me around again, still nothing. And I'm in Norfolk, and it's just kind of like a little shady, like ghetto-ish area. So I'm going down these side roads. People are walking on the street. I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna end up getting killed or something. So I pull in a random parking lot, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So I researched for Food Lion. There was one 7 minutes away from where I was. I was like, fuck it, I'll go there. I go there, and needless to say, there is a Food Lion there. Surprisingly. Surprise, surprise. So I go get my food, and I come home. Or not home, hotel. Go back to my hotel for the week. And, I'm just relaxing. I've just been trying to catch up on my Star Trek movies. I got the whole, all the old movies, including the older current ones, on Blu-ray. So I've been watching them, and I swear that's going to take me like 4 years to finish. It's so long. Because me, I'm like the one of those people that watch everything when I buy a movie. I watch the movie, and I watch all the special features, including the dumb shit like the fucking theatrical trailer. So who does that? Well, me, obviously. I'm goofy. So I'm watching. I finally got up to the search for Star Trek 3, the search for Spock, and I'm still like in the middle of the special features because they're like fucking longer than all total time. It's like watching the movie twice. It's ridiculous. Why do they have special features this long? It's unbelievable. And there's two Blu-rays that are just special features. So that's what I was hoping that there would just be the movie. Each Blu-ray would be the movie. And then those last two discs were just all the special features. But no, each movie has their own special features. So it's going to take me forever. So then I got tired watching that after I finished it. And I know it's like October and Halloween's right around the corner. It's one of my favorite holidays besides Christmas. And I was like, oh, I have The Conjuring. The Conjuring. I downloaded off the BitLord there, and I put it on my jump drive before coming here. So I also brought my PlayStation 3 down so I could watch Blu-rays, which right now is paused on me watching special features. And so I started watching that. I decided to make it spooky and watch it in the dark. And before I get into further details of that, the lights here, the light that actually is on, when I first arrived at the hotel Sunday, it was, the light bulb was out. So I just like left it there. I totally forgot about it. So I'm watching the Conjuring in the dark, and like 20 minutes in, that light decides to flicker on and off. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm watching this horror movie, and then the fucking light bulb that's fucking dead starts to just miraculously flicker and scare the shit out of me. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I just stopped watching that movie. I haven't watched it since. I'm like 20 minutes into the movie, which I was surprised. I didn't know Ron Livingston is one of the main actors on there. I haven't seen him since his main role in Office Space as Peter Gibbons, which is one of my favorite comedies of all time. Kind of sucks I can't really watch that movie anymore since I have a daughter now. It has a lot of cursing, so I don't want to watch, want to keep it G in the house. Don't want to have anything cursing or play violent video games around her. So usually I have to wait till she goes to bed or something like that till I can do that. But yeah, it's nice that he's in there. And after that happened, I was like, I'm done. I just turned it off, and I took out the light. I took out the light bulb and wrote a note for the maid telling her that the fucking light bulb was dead. So now it's working now. So that was my excitement for Sunday. And yeah, working has been going pretty well. I was going to do this video on Sunday, but I think I mentioned that, but I don't know. I'm all over the place. Well, it's shit chat, so who the fuck cares? But yeah, I figured I'd wait till later during the week. Maybe I had more shit to talk about. Which I do. There's been dealing with some nonsense while I've been here, and I'll get to that later. But yeah, yesterday, oh my god, I keep thinking today's Wednesday when it's Tuesday. I guess because I came here on Sunday, so like a day ahead of myself. I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my god, and I got 2 more days and I'm driving home, but no. Still have 2 more work days. This week has kind of been going slow, but at least work hasn't been too bad. It's been like the inverse of last month's work when I was out on travel. That was a living hell, that was. Good lord. But yeah, work's going well. My freaking fingertips have been killing me because I've been replacing fiber cables, so trying to get the old connectors off and put the new ones on. Been taking a toll on my fingers. They're not as bad as they were last night. I guess my fingers are starting to adapt, but yeah, they still hurt a little bit if I press on them hard enough. And yesterday I was going to go out and check out the video game stores, but I was just so beat from work. I was just like, fuck this noise. I'm just going to relax in the hotel, and which I did. I just stayed in the hotel room like all day. I didn't even go out to eat because they have a little bistro thingy in the hotel, which I didn't even go check out last month when I was here. Which their food was actually really good. I ended up getting like a chicken Caesar salad, which was surprisingly good. I wasn't expecting anything like great. I was okay at best, but yeah, it was pretty good. And tonight I finally decided to go out because it's weird. This morning it was raining, and I thought it was gonna just be shitty all fucking day. But it like cleared up, and it was probably like really nice and sunny out today. It's really nice, so I was like, it's a nice day out. I'm gonna get out of the hotel and check out this game store that I didn't check out last time, because it's weird. Google Maps says that getting off the exit where the game store I ended up stopping was called Video Game Heaven. It's right off Battlefield Boulevard, Battleship Boulevard. Can't remember. But yeah, that place is friggin' awesome. If anyone is any of my YouTuber friends or anyone checking out this video that lives in Virginia, near Virginia Beach, definitely check out this game store. I'll put a link in the description if I can, which I'm sure I will eventually. Hopefully I don't forget. But yeah, I ended up going down there to check that place out, and they have some nice stuff, and their prices are pretty reasonable. And I was just talking to the one guy working there. His name's Robbie, and he's a great guy. We were talking for I think over an hour. Just talking about video games, and he was telling me about the Retron 5, and we were talking about video game repairs and stuff. I was telling him about the whole Turbo Express system that happened and everything else that I do with repairing video games. And yeah, he's a great guy. Definitely check that place out. Tell him MT Shark 7 sent you, and I told him about my channel, so hopefully he adds me. I didn't get a notification yet, so maybe sometime. Who knows? No rush. But yeah, I bought a bunch of stuff. Well, not a bunch of stuff, but I bought some decent stuff there. I think I might check cool stuff out. Maybe tomorrow or Thursday, I don't know. Depending on my mood after work, how I feel. I think I might be a bum tomorrow and just stay in the hotel room. I don't know. But they do have those other, I keep forgetting, there are those other thrift stores along that one strip down the street. So I might stop there if I need another Madden game or common sports game that I don't have. Because I think that's all they have there. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. It all depends on my mood. And if I'm lazy, I don't know. What the hell's this fucking camera doing? It's like making me like all fucking red. Like I'm blushing or something. Come on, refocus. Oh, this fucking camera. I don't even know if poking it is supposed to refocus, but I think it's just not doing shit. It's like, fuck you. I do what I want. I'm a camera. Oh well. Fuck it. Camera lies. Don't believe the camera. Because I'm not like flourished or anything. Not coming down with a cold. So anyway. What else is there to talk about? There's always something to talk about. Isn't that the thing? Always something. Holy fuck. We're at 21 minutes. Gosh, I don't even think I talked about anything interesting. Oh my gosh, that's so silly. Oh boy. Did I mention about the whole Skype situation that I've been dealing with the past 2 days? Well, technically 1 day. No? Okay, well, so usually when I'm on travel, I always Skype with my girlfriend, but she wanted to Skype last night. So, hold on, got some iced tea this time. I think last time I did the chit chat, my talking so much, my mouth was getting all dry, like oh, that's better. Oh, sorry about that. So I was like, she was like, oh, let's go on Skype. Like, alright, so I go in. It's like on my phone I have everything saved, the username and the password. And usually it just goes right on. It's like signing in, oh yeah, you're on Skype, oh, big fucking deal, not really. So here it said, your password's invalid. I'm like, what? What do you mean my password's invalid? So I tried entering it. I did all of my passwords I know, still the same shit. I'm like, God, you gotta be kidding me. So I go to say I forgot my password because I'm a dumbass. Not really, but... And you're supposed to send you that email, I guess, to reset your password. Well, I looked at my Gmail. I didn't receive a damn thing. No email. And I thought... And then it didn't occur. I was like, oh, well, maybe it's in social. I looked at my social tab. Nothing. So I'm like, great. So I can't reset my password here because it doesn't go to my email. So then I did. Then my girlfriend was like, well, why don't you link it to another account? Because they have the feature where you can link it to your Microsoft account and you can link it to Facebook. So I was like, all right, I'll do the Microsoft account. So I linked it with my Microsoft account. And I was like, you know what, I'll just trash my old Skype account. Because that one, whatever, it's no big deal. It's not like I had 1,000 people on there. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. And so it worked. I made a new one. And so I go in the settings. I'm like, what the hell is the email? So here it was my old Comcast.net email, which I can't access to at all. It's like obliterated. I can't get to it. That's why I ended up just sticking with Gmail as my main email from now on. And so I go to change it, and I was like, oh, cool, I can fix it. I hit save. It's like, enter your password. I'm like, I don't know my fucking password. I did all the passwords. None of them worked, so I hit cancel. Needless to say, and I logged out. I was like, oh, let me log in. I thought it was my Microsoft account. So I figured it would be the same as my Xbox Live account since it's Microsoft? No, it still didn't log me in. I went to Microsoft to make sure my Xbox Live was working. That was working. But this one, it just wasn't working at all. So I went to my third attempt, was going to the Facebook. So I link it to Facebook, and it says, oh, well, Skype wants to post on your behalf. I'm like, no, fuck that. Why would Skype need to post on my behalf? What is it going to post to my newsfeed? Like, Mark's on Skype. Why don't you talk to him? I'm like, no, that's so stupid. So I'm like, no. And then I think it just gets salty. It's like, well, guess what? You're not going to post them. We're not going to allow you on Skype. So then it just like would be stuck in limbo. So that didn't work. So yesterday I made zero progress with the whole Skype thing. So then my girlfriend was like, why are you making a new one? I'm like, no, I don't want to make a whole nother account. I've been having this Skype account for years now. I want to make a whole nother new one. It's just so annoying. So then I finally was like, all right, I'll make a new one. So I finally made a new one, and it was first, I put my email address, and it was like, your email address is already linked to an account. So I'm like, really? And then it said like something about recovering the passwords. I'm like, oh, cool, maybe it'll actually get smart and send my password confirmation to the right email address. So it disappeared. I'm like, what the fuck did you? So I deleted the email and then retyped my email. Never popped up again. I'm like, whatever. I just made a new Skype account, and what a pain in the ass. It's surprising. I have I think a couple of my friends that were on my Skype account. They had 3 different accounts. Well, now I know why. Probably the same bullshit reason I do. So now I have freaking 4 Skype accounts now, and I can only access one. Unbelievable, I swear. Drives me to drink. Sadly, this is not alcohol. Even though it may look like it's just iced tea. Well. So, yeah, I guess that's all the fun I've been having this week so far. Oh yeah, I guess, last Saturday, my girlfriend and I, we did that walk for leukemia and lymphoma, which we never did a walk before for any charity event. It was nice to get out, just the two of us, nice break from the baby. And yeah, she was saying, she's like, yeah, we should do more things like this to help for for a good cause and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And yeah, that was basically it for the weekend. Oh, I did finally beat that goddamn Dead Space 3 on, I think it was Friday night. I was up till 3:30 in the morning. Which is funny, because my girlfriend said, she was like, I had a nightmare. I was like, on Saturday morning, she was like, I had a nightmare. I was like, well, a nightmare about what? She's like, I had a nightmare that every time I woke up, you were still playing the game. I was like, I was still playing the game. She's like, you were? She's like, how late were you up? I was like, I was up till 3:30 trying to beat this damn game. I was like, oh, okay. So, thank God that's done. Oh my God. That game is such a pain. It got to the point where I thought we had to start the game over because it saved. It did the auto save. And it did the thing where it saved in a really bad location where I have one hit and I'm dead. And there's no health anywhere. So it took us forever to get past that part. It was toward the end of the game. I was like, oh my God, we did not just get to the end of the game and can't finish the game. This is ridiculous. I think it took us an hour just to get past that small little segment. Because then I finally stopped dying. And then my friend started dying. I was like, oh my God, we can't get a break. But yeah, I guess on Friday night we're going to check out Destiny. And if anyone, my YouTube friends or anyone on YouTube, has any comments or has played Destiny, Destiny, let me know, because I have yet to check it out. The only thing I have done with that game is installed it on my PS4. So I look forward to playing that. And I was actually gonna pick up The Evil Within, but I decided it was either I was gonna pick up The Evil Within this week, or I was gonna pick up some games in the area. So I figured pick up some games in the area this week, because by the time I get The Evil Within, then I still haven't played Destiny. So I want to start that, and before I go and buy a new game for my PS4, don't want to get too overwhelmed now. But yeah, I guess that's it. Oh my God, I've been rambling on for a half an hour. I have. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. What the hell have I been talking about the whole time? Jesus, about nonsense, nothing. Oh my gosh, so silly. Alright, well, you know what, I'm gonna leave it off here, because it's like, oh my God, it's 11:16. Oh my God, where does the time go? Time just flies. Unbelievable. And I think I mentioned this earlier, but if you have, like in my situation, I have a daughter, and anyone that has kids, I'm sure they know that months go by like days. Like, I was here a month ago, like the same hotel, and it literally feels like I was here, like, I don't know, a week ago. It's crazy. Oh my God. Oof. Before I know it, I'll be retiring. So, alright, yeah, I guess that's it. Yes, I don't know, I don't think I have anything else to say. I think I got everything out of the way. And, yeah, look forward for my, next game hunting video. And I'll definitely shout out to, Video Game Heaven. They're freaking awesome store. Anyway, like I said, definitely check them out if you can. And, yeah, highly recommended. Tell them, MT Shark 7 sent you. And maybe they'll hook you up with a discount. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's worth a shot, right? But, oh my God, how many times am I just gonna say bye? Jesus. It's like the Guinness World Records of, like, the longest video of saying bye. Like, oh, bye, oh, wait. Bye, oh, wait, oh, bye. Alright, enough of that. Okay, this is MT Shark 7 signing out.